Calculus is where students who are great at math suddenly feel lost. Not because they aren't smart enough, but because nobody explained what calculus actually is before throwing formulas at them. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what calculus does, why it exists, and how it works. No formulas yet, no memorization, just the real idea explained clearly from the beginning. Here's the one sentence that explains all of calculus. Calculus is the math of things that change. Everything in calculus comes from two questions. First, how fast is something changing right now? Second, how much has something changed in total? Those two questions have names. The first is handled by something called a derivative. The second is handled by something called an integral. Now here's why this matters to you. Almost everything in the real world changes. Prices change, speeds change, temperatures change, your phone battery changes. Regular math, the kind you learned in school, is good at handling things that stay the same. But what if your speed changed the whole time? What if you sped up on the highway, slowed down in traffic, and stopped at red lights? Now, basic math can't give you an exact answer. Calculus can. That's the problem calculus was built to solve, math that works when things are always changing. Calculus is the math of things that change. It was built to answer two questions that basic math cannot handle cleanly. The first question, how fast is something changing right now, at this exact moment? The tool for this is the derivative. The second question, how much has something accumulated in total when the rate was different at every moment? The tool for this is the integral. These two tools are connected by the fundamental theorem of calculus, which says they are opposites. And underneath all of it is the concept of a limit. The idea that you can describe what something is approaching, even if you can't land exactly on it. Here are your three takeaways. 1, when you see a derivative, ask how fast is this changing right now? 2, when you see an integral, ask how much has this built up in total? You now understand what calculus is, not the formulas. Those come later, but the reason the formulas exist, the questions they answer, and the logic that connects them.